So I have the water filled up here to 1.5 liters, a little bit over. Now the other thing I wanted to mention about the pop-up cover is that it does make it a lot more convenient to fill the pot. So once again, the Hamilton Beach does not have this. You actually have to hold open the cover. But then again, the Hamilton Beach is a 1.7 liter. So let me go ahead and put this on top, close the cover, and merely turn on. And you notice when I turn it on, it has that blue glow. And now it's going to start boiling. So once it stops boiling, the blue light will turn off. And this takes roughly about, I would say, 6 to 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes. Now I do have this filled over a little bit over the 1.5 liters. And what you'll find is that because it's filled over the 1.5 liters, it will splash a little bit at the top. So that is the maximum amount of water that you could actually put in. So let me go ahead, while it's boiling, give you another close-up view of the handle and lid. Now this does come in a variety of colors. It comes in black, maroon, blue I believe, red, and this orange color. Also comes in green. And this is $19.99, whereas the Hamilton Beach one is $30, $29. And I'll have a separate video on the side-by-side comparison with the Hamilton Beach. So let me go ahead and actually give you a view here of the water heating up. And you can see I do have it a little bit over the 1.5 liters. So it's going to end up splashing a little bit outside. Now the other thing I want to mention is that you'll notice with this mesh here that there is an air gap between the mesh. So if you're boiling tea or something, it's not going to completely filter out the tea leaves. So you will need some sort of strainer. And this is very typical of all of these models. They don't go right against the glass. Give you a look of some of the accents on the handle, which is actually a very nice touch. Gives it a very stylish look. So I will have, once again, a link to Amazon where I got this. The reason why I have two of these, the Hamilton Beach and this particular one, is because I bought the Hamilton Beach one for my parents, which is a 1.7 liter, thinking they might need something that was a little bit bigger. And for myself, I got this 1.5 liter. But now that I think of it, I like the compact size of this. And once again, you could check out my comparison video where you could compare side by side the two sizes. I mean, this one is slightly smaller, but because of the form factor, it actually looks a lot smaller when you actually open it up. But you'll judge for yourself when you see it side by side with the Hamilton Beach in my other video. So look for that also in the description area. And I believe I mentioned this before, but the cord itself is 30 inches. So the other thing I want to mention is the bottom has a stainless steel plate, and you will have to maintain that by washing that once in a while with vinegar. So the vinegar will have, the plate will have mineral deposits in it, and it might get stained and discolored. So using the vinegar to maybe soak it in vinegar for half an hour to an hour, you know, every other month might help that too much if you, especially if you have hard water in your area. So as you can hear, the water's now not necessarily done boiling, but it's coming to a boil. And once again, for 1.5 liters, it does take about 6.5 minutes. To 7.5 minutes. So let me just go ahead, give you a look here. Not quite coming to a boil yet. And having bought this one with the automatic lid opener, I would not buy another one without it, which is the biggest limitation of the Hamilton Beach version. So let me just go ahead and hopefully it'll come to a boil within a minute. Let me just go ahead and give you a look here. So it's getting there. So I'm doing this real time basically to give you a real time feel of exactly how long it really does take to boil the water. And really it's probably another minute or less, because I did time it several times, and it takes about 6.5 to 7.5 minutes, depending on how cold your water is. And one thing I did do is I did release the top cover a couple of times, which released some of the pressure. And so, because you release the pressure, it takes a little bit longer to boil. Whereas if you keep the cover on, you know, pressure plus heat makes water come to a boil a lot faster. So the water now is probably going to come to a boil in another 20 seconds. As you can see, it's bubbling in the bottom already. I'm giving you this play-by-play of boiling water. But hey, that's what YouTube's for, I suppose. Alright, here you go, finally. So it's really already coming to a boil. Now we're just really waiting for the switch to turn off. So this does have overboil protection. So it'll never stay on. It does have a circuit breaker that just cuts off the electricity there. So look for it and see if it splashes out. So you see it's come to a boil now. And now just really waiting for it to shut off by itself. And there you go. So it shut off by itself. And now the water's boiled. And really that's it. So I hope this helped, and please subscribe, and thank you for watching.